Good morning, good morning. Okay, so I am super excited because we recently added 12 new shades to our foundation collection, right? I have from day one been Shinto 2, which is now number 8. Like now we also changed the names to go to numbers, which will make it so much easier for you to remember and for us to remember. But now we're in transition, right? So I'm Shinto 2. I have been Shinto 2 this entire time for 4 years. And in the winter, I have to mix Shinto 1 with Shinto 2 because this tends to be a little bit darker. But then during this time of the year and forward until like November, I'm Shinto 2 straight up, right? So I'm going to show you, and it's worked perfect. This is like the best match that I had ever found. And because it doesn't change colors throughout the day, it stays that color all day long. It doesn't oxidize, so it doesn't turn orange on me. So it's just worked out, right? So I'm going to show you real quick what this has looked like on me. So I'm going to show you on my face. That's what it looks like, right? So as you can see, it does work. This is what I put on every day. This is what I've been putting on. So it does blend really nicely. Oh, I should zoom with the camera, not with my face, right? So as you can see, it does look nice. It does like transfer really well, right? But I'm going to show you on my neck. As you can see, my neck is a little bit, well, my neck is way lighter, but my chest is almost the color of my face, but my face still has like a different, more like a reddish tone than my chest. My chest is a lot more yellow than my face. So there's the Shinto 2, and you can see it, right? Well, I did the new quiz. We got a new quiz. If you haven't taken it, take it. If you already use this foundations, and you love it, like I was loving this. Like I didn't think I was gonna get to change it. It did get a little bit darker, like I said, during certain months of the year, but I just added the other color and lightened it up. Like it wasn't even a big deal. Well, I did the quiz, and it came out that I'm number 28, right? We went from number 8 that I've used for 8 years, for 4 years, to now the recommendation per the quiz is that I'm now 28. Well, that's what 28 looks like. So I got it the other day. I was like, that's like really orange. I'm like, that is not gonna work out because I compared it to my shade. This is what I've always worn. And then this is what I supposedly am now, right? I'm like, yeah, no, probably wrong. Like I might have screwed something up on the quiz. Like it doesn't make sense. Like it just looked very orange when I got it. Like, I'm like, that is not gonna work out. But let me show you. Okay, so this is what this color looks like on my face. And you're like, well, it kind of doesn't match. Well, look. It is ridiculous how well it matches once you put it on, right? Obviously you can see where I have it on because it's not all over my face, but look at it compared to like the rest of my neck and my chest. It just flows, right? And then look at it on my chest. This is where it's like, oh yeah, oh wait, let me find the other one. Oh, it's on this side, sorry. Look what it looks like, right? It's like, oh yeah, that does match really, really nice. It like blends better almost. So let me show you. And then you get to see my pores very close and personal there. Well, then I'm like, well, I might as well experiment. And I ordered number 27, right? Because somebody else recommended number 27. And I was like, well, let me try it, right? Maybe I can try 27 too also. So I'm gonna put 27 on this side. And look at 27. Again, it just flows really, really nicely. Let me try to zoom in here so you guys can see it. See how nice it just blends in and then it just flows? And it'll stay like that all day. Again, our foundation does not oxidize, so it's not going to change colors throughout the day. And then look at it on my chest. Like, you almost can't even, well, you can't see it there because the light is hitting it just right. But that is what that looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 27 on this side and 28 on this side. And then we're going to figure out which one is actually my right color, because I know for a fact that Shinto 2 is definitely not my color. Like, okay, let's do it on my forehead so you guys can really see how that looks kind of very different than my skin color. And obviously once it gets blended, it will look a lot nicer. But I'm gonna do half my face. I already primed, so I'm gonna do half my face. Again, we're gonna do, I forget which I put on which side, so I'm gonna just take it off and then we'll start from scratch. So I'm gonna do very light, no concealers. It's not about, right now it's not about the coverage more than it's for color matching. So I'm going to use 27 on my right and 28 on my left. And then you guys just tell me which one do you guys think looks better. If you haven't taken the new quiz, you must. And I'm gonna use my blender for, which is one of my preferred methods for like a very light coverage, just kind of doing it. Just so that it goes quick and it is not very heavy, because I don't wear it heavy anyway. So this is kind of more to what I would normally do anyways. So again, if you haven't tried it, I would highly encourage you to try out the new quiz. Maybe you thought like all along your foundation matches you perfect, and it's just because we didn't have the perfect for you, you know. And obviously it would be impossible to have the exact color for every skin tone in the world, but I love that these are so new. Some of them are so neutral that they actually do work for a lot of people. Like Shinto 2, it has like so much flexibility. The one that I was using, it has a lot of flexibility, and a lot of people that were, even if they were a little bit darker than me, they could use it, and if they were a little bit lighter than me, they could use it. So I love that about it. But it does have an orangey hue, where this one that I just put on, as you can see, has like a little bit more of a yellow hue. So it neutralizes my redness, which I like because I don't like to be red. So it does, because my neck is yellow. So I don't want a red face and a yellow neck, right? Like, I don't want that. I don't think that looks good. So this one completely neutralizes my redness, and I just did a very light color, and then it just kind of flows. Here it looks very obvious, right? That is like, something's wrong. But here you can really see how that just flows, and it just works perfect. And then on the other side, I'm gonna use 28 so you guys can see what that one does. And I might be able to use both, like depending on what I want to accentuate or not. So that's it, super light coverage, just to tone down the redness and figure out which one's which, right? So we're gonna go with 27. Oh, that was 28. So that's what my quiz said that I needed. That is what my quiz said. This is your color. Again, when it arrived, I compared it to my foundation, my Shinto 2 foundation. I was like, no, that is wrong. I screwed up. There's something wrong here. Because as you can see, it's a lot, here, it's a lot like yellower than that, like just to the naked eye, right? So I was like, yeah, that's gonna be too bright. Well, no, it ends up that it's just perfect and it flows so well. So new clean blender foil. Now we're gonna do 27 on this side. Somebody, when I freaked out about that, they're like, oh, then you might want to try 27 because it's very neutral and that might be the one for you. So I was like, all right, so I'll order it, I'll check it out. So this is 27. And that's what 27 looks like, and it looks super light compared to my Shinto 2. So I was a little scared to even be like, maybe, but let's see what it looks like on the skin, because the other one already surprised me, and I think this one might be too light for me. So the quiz was right. I was 28. I feel this is more light than this, than what I need. It definitely brightens my face nicely. And obviously with like bronzer and stuff, I could make it work, but why have to make something work when you can have the perfect work, right? So again, don't be deceived by seeing the colors somewhere. Try it. And we have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if when you take the quiz, there's some questions that you're like, oh, I don't know how to answer that question. Contact me. I will help you. I can even walk you through the quiz and then ask you the questions differently, because a lot of times it could be like, well, I don't know what they mean by that, and I can just kind of simplify the question. Not that they're complex, but sometimes we're used to thinking about things in a different way. I picked up the other one to neutralize this eye because it wasn't. And I can help you, walk you through the test, just to make sure that you answer the questions the best that we can, so that you can get the perfect match. And again, okay, so now here we go. So this is, let me make sure I keep them where they go. This is 27, and that's what that looks like. So as you can see, it's a lot lighter than my neck, and you can really like tell that it's a lot lighter. Could I pull it off? Probably. I could probably pull it off. But look how much brighter it is from what I was using, right? And I'm only gonna get darker as the days progress here in Arizona, because it only gets darker, right? It only gets sunnier and I get darker because I tan really, really easy. And this is 28, which is what the quiz said that I needed. And that's what that looks like. So as you can see, this is the perfect match for my skin tone. It just blends perfectly. See right here, it's kind of having some issues trying to take care of this, and I went over it. It's not like I just didn't do it. But it's just really kind of struggling to take care of my skin. So this one, it's almost like it does like just a perfect flow. And again, it really shows on the neck like which one's gonna do what. So as you can see, this one was a lot, it's like yellower, but it's brighter. So it brightens my face and it matches it to the lighter complexion that I have on my neck and my chest. So then neutralizes all that redness. So if you're like, I like to keep like a little bit of redness showing, that is something that I would need to know when we're picking your colors. Like some people are totally fine with having a little bit of that red pop out, and some people just like I am like a yellow, I'm a warm undertone, but and like me, I have a little bit of red that pops. That's just because inflammation, because just my skin reacting. When I rub my skin, it just turns really red when I put moisturizer and stuff. But a lot of people, their face is always red. Mine isn't always red. But some people, their skin tone just has a little bit of pink in it. And some people like to super neutralize that and get rid of all the pink, which is fine, like whatever you prefer, right? We'll find a shade that will do that for you. But some people like to enhance the pink, and they're okay like with the pink showing, and that's another way that we can color match you. So that is like a really good conversation to have with me, just so that we can figure out what color is gonna work best for what you need it for, right? So like if I wanted to look lighter, I would probably pick this color. It's like, well, I want to look lighter than my skin tone and yada, 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 right? I'll use a bronzer to kind of disguise it, but it'll make me pop. Then I would recommend this color. But somebody like me that wants just to neutralize that red and to look, literally looks like it's my skin just going through the whole thing, then this is the perfect shade for me, which is the shade that the quiz recommended, number 28. When I took the quiz, it told me 28. Again, when I received it, I was like, I'm not sure. Something's wrong with that, because it looks like such a dramatic change. But look how dramatic. I'm gonna put Shinto 2 in the middle here so you guys can see it. Look how dramatic Shinto 2 looks compared to those two colors. Like, well, the light there looks weird, but see how much darker and like heavier it looks? It kind of blends a little bit because the lighting is like helping it out. In person, this looks so dark compared to the other colors. And then like here on my chest, I could blend it and make it work, but you don't have to make things work. Like it's okay if it works, like from when you first put it on, you know? So anyway, those are that's my thing. This is 27, way too light for my skin. This is 28, the perfect match that I found. And again, I was happy with what I had. Like, it's not like it was a problem. Like I made it work and it worked, but the beauty of this is that we don't have to settle with what works for now, like when you can have something that really really works. And I love that the inclusion is not only for like middle tones like mine, but it comes for like lighter tones. We have a lot different colors, or not, well, yeah, they're colors that were added, and then the middle range has some, and then the deep tones have some. We have some gorgeous like super deep beautiful colors. And all together, that's the 12 shades that we added, along with the 24 that we already had. So we have 22 that we had. So now we have 34 of them. So we have 34 foundation colors that you can take that quiz and fit into one of them, and then that's kind of our base, and then we go from there, asking you questions, seeing your picture, and then helping you get color match. So it doesn't have to be like this super complex thing to get color match. It's literally just taking the quiz. As you saw, my quiz gave me the perfect answer, and I could not be happier with this color than I was. And I didn't know any better than this because this is all I had, but this just is a total game changer. So anyway, if you need to be color match, just let me know, send me a message or post here, and I will send you the quiz. Or actually I'll put the quiz in the instruction, in the bio, in the whatever, in the description of the video, and then we can chat once you get that quiz taken. Just send me your results, and then we go from there, and I ask you additional questions just to make sure that we get you the right color. And again, if you for whatever reason don't get the right color, like let's say I got this color instead of this color, I would probably be like, well, it's a little bit light, I would want to tweak it, and we check in, right? And then I say, okay, let's try this. And then you just get an exchange. You don't have to worry about like losing your money or any of that. It's almost like you're testing it for free, because your money is 100% guaranteed to get back, or you get the right product on your hands. So don't feel like, well, I don't want to make this investment. And this little palette right here, see how deep it is? And you need so little. You literally just take one turn and do your whole face. Like with one turn I can do my whole face. This will last you like 3 to 4 months. So it's very very affordable. When you think about it, that like how long it will last you. A lot of times with the liquid foundations, it's like every month, every 3 weeks you need a new one. It's a lot of wasted product a lot of times, because your sponges super absorb a lot of the product, or the brushes, and ours don't, because they are super tight, and they don't leave you with like marks, because the pores are so tiny, and it's latex free. So that's like the perfect combo. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I just wanted to show you the huge difference on those two shades by just one little number, and how much better it blends when it's the right color. So anyway, again, if you need to be color matched, just let me know. I will talk to you guys later, and I'll see you around. Take care. Have a great day.